Today, we will be teaching you about types of nonverbal communication. Wood says that there are 9. The first type of nonverbal communication is kinesics. Kinesics is body position and body motions, including those of the face. An example would be that we communicate dissatisfaction by moving away from others and decreasing smiles and eye contact.
Second is haptics. Haptics is physical touch. Women tend to touch others to show liking and intimacy, whereas men more typically rely on touch to assert power and control.
The third form of nonverbal communication is physical appearance. Western culture places a high value on physical appearance. What we notice about others' appearance leads us to form judgments about how attractive they are and to make inferences about their personality, which are often inaccurate.
My first impression was that he was a nerd because he was wearing a Pac-Man shirt, a watch, and glasses.
The next is artifacts. Artifacts are personal objects with which we announce our identities and personalize our environments. We craft our image by how we dress, the jewelry we wear, and the objects we carry and use. For me, that would be this ring, this necklace, this watch, and my pocket knife that I always have.
Next is proxemics. Proxemics is space and how we use it. For example, we interact with social acquaintances from a distance of 4 to 12 feet, but are comfortable with 18 inches or less between us and close friends or romantic partners.
Next is environmental factors. These are elements of settings that affect how we feel and act. For instance, it could be architecture, colors, room design, temperature, sounds, smells, and lighting. This room is very inviting, as you can see, but the lighting is dim, good for learning.
Next is chronemics. Chronemics is how we perceive and use time to define identities and interactions. Important people with high status can keep others waiting. Conversely, people with low status are expected to be punctual in Western society. The most common example of this is having to wait long periods of time before seeing your doctor, even if you do have an appointment.
Next is paralanguage. Paralanguage is vocal communication that does not involve words. It includes sounds such as murmurs and gasps, and vocal qualities such as volume, rhythm, pitch, and inflection. We use our voices to communicate feelings. For example, whispering, for instance, often signals secrecy, and shouting conveys anger. Depending on the context, sighing may communicate empathy, boredom, or contentment.
The last type of nonverbal communication is silence, which can communicate powerful messages. The assertion, "I'm not speaking to you," actually speaks volumes. We use silence to communicate different meanings. For instance, silence indicates contentment when intimates are so comfortable they don't need to talk. Silence can also communicate awkwardness, as you know if you've ever had trouble keeping conversation going.